In this particular video, I will be covering one of the interesting Leetcode questions on SQL, just consecutive number. So we have a single table which is logs, and we have two columns, ID and num. And you could see ID is a primary key, and ID is also an increment column. So if you go through this example, right? So we have ID column, which is uh, incrementing by each and every number in each and every record. So first is 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. And we have to write down a SQL query to find out all the numbers that appear at least 3 times consecutively, which means if you see this particular table, right? So we have this first record 1, 1, 1. So the output this should come, and again we have 2, 1, 2, 2. So we have 2 occurring 3 times but not consecutively, right? So we don't have to populate this 2 value, so output will come as 1. Now to in order to write down the logic, what you have to do is, since you have to populate, or you have to uh, see that particular number that appear at least 3 times, right? So at a single time you have to just take 3 records and try to compare among these. So in order to compare, what you will do is you will first take the second record and try to compare it with first. Let's say when you are comparing the second with one, so you will take both ID as well as num. So in order to take ID, what you will do, you will just take this particular two and compare it with one. And if you want to take this num, you will have to just see whether these two values are same or not. Similarly, when you compare third record with second record, you will try to join based on ID and take this 3 and compare it with 2, which is 3 minus 1, right? And num, these two values should be same. Now, in order to write down the logic, what you have to do is you just have to take this particular table 3 times. Now, okay. Now I have to write this logic. What I will do is just select, and output we are to only taking a single column, which is num, as this from logs, take it as an alias 1, logs L2, L3. Now we have to write down a logic, which is where L1 dot ID is equal to L2 dot ID minus 1, and L2 dot ID is equal to L3 dot ID minus 1, right? Just take it as 2, compare it with 1, and second joining condition, take it as 3, compare it with 2. The reason why I'm taking this as minus 1, as I said, that we have to compare 2 with 1, and second we have to compare value 3 with 2, right? Because this ID column is an incrementing one. So first if it is 1, then second will be 2, third will be 3, and so on. So this condition we have written down. Now the next condition is to compare this num column, and as you could see, all values are same. So again, let's write down the logic on num, and L3 num is equal to L2 num. Now let's verify it. Select num as consecutive nums from logs L1, L2, L3, where this condition, this. So we have written all the conditions that are that just try to run this code once and see if my logic works or not. So so we have got a runtime error. So let's try to find out the error. This is correct. 1 and 2 and 3. where this and this, this and this. Okay, let's take this. So I am getting an output as 1 and 2 both is not correct. Let's try to find out what's wrong. Now my answer is accepted. So basically what I was trying to do is I was trying to compare second with first and then third with second, right? So basically this minus one was not getting satisfied. To say this, we have to take first record and then try to join it with second minus one. So if this is one, this is two. Two minus one is equal to one, right? And again, if you compare this third record, sorry, second record, which is two, and this is three, minus one is equal to two. So two is equal to two, right? And this is num, which is always equal in both the record. So this is how we have to write this particular logic. I hope you guys have understood. Thanks for watching.